welcome back. So if it seems like I'm in a little bit of a rush today, I kind of am. I do have a lot of work that I need to get done by Sunday, and I haven't started yet, and it's a lot. But you know, once again, welcome to the new year. This is going to be new foundation number 2 for the new year. Like, we're starting off on a high note, right? So the foundation that I'm going to be trying today is the new, I'm actually not sure how new it is. I think it came out in sometime in December, maybe. I could be wrong, but it's the new Covergirl Outlast Active Foundation. This foundation comes in 12 shades. I happened to get the very last shade. Well, not happened, I actually had to get the very last shade because it was the only one that seemed like it would fit. I usually wear Classic Tan in CoverGirl foundations, but the Classic Tan looked so freaking light that I was just like, let me get the Toasted Almond instead. So Toasted Almond is $8.70, and like I said, it's the last one. It is, I want to say, I saw it at Walgreens, and it was $11.49 in Walgreens, but I want to say it is $14.99 because everywhere else that I have seen it, except for eBay, it's been $14.99. But yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. That's what we're going to try. We're going to do a wear test as well. So if you want to see that, stick around. And while you're sticking around, hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Alright, stick around because it's coming out right now. Like I said, I'm not sure when this foundation came out, but if I'm going by reviews on the CoverGirl website, which is where I am right now, it only came out, I want to say early December or late November. Not sure, but in any case, what it says this foundation is supposed to do: discover a foundation that lasts all day long. Outlast Active Foundation is sweat-proof, transfer-proof, and humidity-proof for up to 24 hours and doesn't clog pores. That's all that it says. Yeah, that's literally all that it says. So it would have been, today would have been a perfect day to actually try this out at the gym, but I am, like I said, I am super busy today, so I'm not going to be going to the gym today. I might go some other places, I'm not sure. It is almost 1 o'clock, so we're going to just get into this so that I can get on with my day. Like I said, there are 12 shades of this foundation. I believe it retails for $14.99. If you have a Walgreens near you, it will be, or a Rite Aid, it will be $11.49 in those stores, but everywhere else that I've seen it, except for eBay, it's been $14.99. There are 12 shades, I just said that, duh, and I got the last shade, which is $8.70 Toasted Almond, and we're just going to see how this works. But first, let me give you a little bit of swatch of what Toasted Almond looks like. On the back of my hand, it looks like a pretty good match. The consistency of this is quite mousse-like also. It feels very light, but we'll only know for sure when we put it on our face, right? I'm going to be using the Sephora Diamond Cut brush again because, once again, all my brushes are dirty. But yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? So here we have it, one side of my face without foundation and the other side with foundation. My apologies if the demo wasn't looking too bright. I didn't realize that I didn't have my lights positioned properly. But yeah, the first thing I'm going to say about this foundation is, have you ever tried a foundation that when you used a brush with it, your brush just felt wet? like, I literally have no other way to explain it. My brush just feels really gross, I guess. But I do like the finish of it. It looks quite skin-like. It is a bit yellow. Ugh, my brush is really wet. It's a little bit on the yellow side. I'm really kind of happy that I used this brush because it's not getting in my hairline, which would have been a disaster because I just washed my hair last night, and that would have made me mad. But so far so good. I do like the coverage. It is a medium coverage. It seems to be a medium coverage so far, and it's drying quite nicely on the skin. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back, and this is what my face looks like after using the Covergirl Outlast Active Foundation in 870 Toasted Almond. It is now 1:23 and I will be doing a wear test today. A couple of things about this foundation before I go. This is the last shade. There is a slight smell that is already giving me a headache, and this is supposed to last 24 hours, up to 24 hours of active wear. It's supposed to be sweat proof, budge proof, transfer proof. It will be interesting to see if that happens, because when I was applying the foundation I was getting some patchiness and I was also getting some lifting with the brush. Like I said, it is one of those foundations that makes your brush wet. Some of the foundations can do that, and I don't know why they do that. I can feel it on my skin just slightly. I'm not a fan of that, you guys know that. But I do like the finish. I do like the coverage. It is medium coverage. I would not build it up to more than medium coverage simply because of the texture of the foundation. Like I said before, it's a little bit moussey, and if you do build it up to more than medium coverage, I think you're gonna have to like wait in between layers, because that's kind of what I had to do to build it up this much. I had to put it on and then I tried to do it again and it was lifting the foundation, so I had to wait for a little bit, let it dry down a bit, and then go back in again. But when I did do that, it did build up and I didn't have too much of an issue with it. Right now, it's a very soft matte finish. It really does nothing for texture, but it also doesn't emphasize texture. It is creeping into the lines on my face already. It's creeping into my smile lines right here and right here, so that doesn't really bode very well for it. We shall see what happens the rest of the day, but so far I do like the finish, and I do like the coverage. The color range leaves quite a bit to be desired, but yeah, I can't believe I have to say that in 2019. Like, we're 4 days into the new year, and this is the second foundation I've tried so far into the new year, and with the same results, like 12 or 18 shades, and my shade is the last shade, which is kind of trash. But yeah, we're just gonna rock with it. I'm back. It is now, hey Google, what time is it?
It's 12:13.
It is 12:13 a.m. So I have been wearing this foundation for almost 12 hours, and I've been wearing it for 11.5 hours, and it's basically kept up its end of the bargain. It is budge proof, it is smudge proof, it is, I guess it's humidity resistant, I don't know, because I wasn't really outside today. Now, if you look at both sides of my face, you will see that this side looks exactly the way it looked when I left today, and then this side there's like a little bit of a breakdown, some shine creeping through. That, my friends, is because I actually did take a nap, and I don't know if I told you guys before, but I only sleep on one side, and this is the side that I slept on, so that's why this side looks a little bit more shiny than this side. But the side that I didn't sleep on looks pretty much identical, other than, you know, the mascara that's down here. It looks pretty much identical to what it looked like when I left here today after setting it. It's a bomb-ass foundation. It doesn't move. It's comfortable on the skin. Those little lines that I had around my face, they're still there. But, I mean, unless you're gonna go look close up, they're not, like, terrible. It doesn't exacerbate texture. It is a very demi-matte look. It's a very demi-matte look. It is a matte foundation, but it's a demi-matte look. It looks like skin. It's like a, is it a demi-matte? I want to say it's a satin matte, not really a demi-matte. It's a satin matte finish, and it looks just like skin. And it's a wonderful foundation. That being said, there are only 12 shades of this foundation, and this shade, 870 Toasted Almond, is the last shade, which is kind of trash. Like, alright guys, so what do I think about this foundation? I like this foundation. It is a bomb-ass foundation. I didn't like the smell at first, and it took a really long time for it to dissipate. I actually had to put perfume on to get the scent out of my nose, and even then it still hung around for a little while, but it took a really long time for this to dissipate. So I'm not a fan of the scent. The texture could use a little bit of work. Like, I don't actually care for having to wait in between layers for the foundation to dry so I can put another layer on. That's kind of garbage, but whatever, it works. The shade range is appalling. Seriously, 12 shades, and this shade is the last shade. That is just, that's kind of unacceptable in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully they'll expand the range and they'll come out with darker shades, and actually even lighter shades, because when I was looking, none of the shades look really very light either. So everything is kind of like mid-range, somewhere in the middle. But nothing goes to either end of the spectrum. So hopefully if they get good feedback on this foundation, they will expand the range, because it is a really, really nice one. Guys, as usual, thank you so much for joining me.